I said it before the series started. Stop fucking around with the Pacers, bro. I was the same way. And then I saw the caboose of that train and I hopped on.
You're the last ticket on Titanic,
I was the last ticket. I was the last ticket on. I was the last ticket on the train, but I'm on. And I'm on waving at everybody now like I've been on there the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't fuck around with this team. And I said it when I was with a friend watching the game last night, and he goes, man, turn this shit off and this game's over. I said, never.
Yeah. Have you learned anything? Have you watched the playoffs?
Not versus this team. He goes, no, not versus Thunder. They have too much. This is what he was telling me. I go, bro, they just hang around. And then when it got to like a 4 or 5 point game, he looked at me and goes, oh, shit. I go, oh, no, the OKC's in trouble. Because now they're tight. Pause. But now they're in a point where they're like, not us. Not us. We saw them do this.
So that's what I wanted to talk about with you is you were saying how they have this ability when they're down 10 to play their best basketball. How much of it is, since they've done it before, now they have the confidence at the end of the game, like we could do it again. How much of it also...
They think they're supposed to do it.
And how much of it also is when other teams see it coming, they're like, oh, it's happening to us. We've seen it happen to other teams. They're doing it and they get tight. It's
a combination of both.
Yeah.
There's definitely a high confidence in the air with this Pacers team. When they're down 7, 8, 3, 4 minutes left, they're all like...
We've done it. Yeah.
And that is a product of how they play. They play fast. They're active. They get steals. They shoot a lot of threes. They move the ball. I feel like the Pacers view it when they're down 7 or 8 points with a couple minutes left. They view it as, okay, this is something we could do in a minute or two.
Yeah.
They never feel like it's out of reach. There's a feeling amongst basketball players when you're down anywhere near double digits, like, God, we have to do a lot.
Yeah.
Pacers, they calculate it like 3, 4 possessions. And they just get back in the game.
Yeah.
They just crawl back in. And then before you know it, on the opposite end of the spectrum, like you said, because the Pacers have such high confidence, they're thriving. Now it's a 3-point game. They feel like, uh-oh, we got you. On the other end, you could see it. They're throwing the ball to Shea like, please, just bail us out. And he almost did. He was getting to the free throw line. When he got the and one, I remember he hit that crazy spin move. This was like with 2, 3 minutes left the game. When he hit that, I was like, this game's over, bro. They can't stop this guy from scoring, let alone getting to the line.
Actually, if you think about when the Pacers are coming back like that, all the Thunder need to do is make a couple of baskets to put the game away. But the Pacers, once their offense is clicking on defense, they start scrambling and they get those 50-50 balls. I mean, you saw the ball. They were getting crazy. They were
down 3 with like a minute, 2 minutes left, something like that. They kick it out to Miles Turner. He has a wide open 3. He misses it. Shea goes all the way down coast to coast and hits Wiggins and Pascal with that layup.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there's no way they're winning this game. That was it right there. And they just get the ball in Halliburton. They're playing with like a pace that's just like still inspiring. Like they don't even, this is the best way to explain it. It just clicked. They are the best next play team in the NBA. They just next play.
Short-term memory.
Short-term memory.
Yeah.
They have the shortest term memory out of any team in the NBA. They are a next play team. They could be down 5 with 2 minutes left. Other team hits a 3, 8. Any other team, you'd be like, oh, it's a big lob. They'll get the ball in bounds and just keep playing.
Austin, they can get dunked on and they would just get the ball. Normally the teams are looking around.
They look at the
bench. They just throw it up and they throw it ahead.
You go get an easy layup.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care about getting crossed, dunked on, big 3, down 10, down 5, down 6, 2 minutes,
They refuse
1
to
minute.
give up the momentum,
They just play their pace the entire game until it's 0-0-0-0. They don't stop playing. And if they get the game close enough, like you said, other teams get tight. Bro, when you blow a lead, it's like you've let everyone down, including yourselves. So what happens is you resort to just giving it to the best player and being like, you stop playing Thunder basketball.
Right.
Thunder at some point in those last 2-3 minutes stopped being Thunder. It became, Shea, can you bail us out? And it's hard to beat a team that's rolling like that because now the Pacers had all the momentum. Now, bro, they're hitting. It was ridiculous. That last shot wasn't even a natural pull-up. He was like going right and just like shot it. Like Casey Wallace, I don't know what he was. He's like,
so do you think that was bad defense by Casey Wallace?
No.
Because go look at. We were talking about this last night, and people were saying, "Oh, you had too much room." Go look at any playoff game winner. A lot of times, that's how close you're not going to foul the guy. Like, how close can you get on a contest?
Well, first off, he was driving to his right, so he was sliding his feet. So when he stopped on the dime, kind of traveled. but
Yeah.
it was minimal. It's not natural to just stop on you're not going to stop the same exact time as the offensive player. The offensive player always has, I saw this all over the internet. It's so funny. People talking like, the offensive player always has the upper hand because he's dictating the movement first, you idiots. Jesus Christ. Do you understand as a defender, you have to react. You have to react to the offensive player. You can't guess right. And if you do, you either look really good.
This isn't like a penalty kick in soccer where you're guessing where they're going to kick it.
That's how you end up getting you don't play defense like that. That's not how good defenders play. That's how you end up getting crossed or looking really, really bad. Because if you guess wrong, it's an awful experience. Okay, so you're obviously reacting to the offensive player. So when he's stopped, naturally he's a step. Now I got to come back and contest behind you. You can't foul. Bro, his hand was like right here.
That's why also mid-range shots are the best shots to shoot when the game's on the line, right? Because you can stop at a dime anywhere.
People talk about the evolution of the game and how the game has changed, and it has. Teams hunt threes, the way the game is played, the game style, the pace, all above. The mid-range jump shot is a lost art until there's a minute or two left in the game. And for some reason, a shot that we've pushed out of the NBA becomes the shot that the best players in the league take to win a game. And it's because if you're down one or if it's tied up, you don't want to go to the basket because they usually don't give you fouls. And then if you do get fouled,
in the ref's hands,
now you're putting the game in the ref's hands. So now it's out of your hand. Now it's a little bit more out of your hands. And then on top of that, you'll have to go to the line and make two, which is even more pressure. Okay? So a lot of guys refrain from going to the basket. You rarely see a guy go for three, especially if you're down one. It makes zero sense. So the midi is the shot that you're going to have to be able to take.
Look at the clutch players of the year in recent history, right? DeMar DeRozan, De'Aaron Fox, it was Jalen Brunson. These guys all hit mid-range shots.
All middies, man.
Kate Cunningham could have won it this year.
And then
too,
even going down the line for a pass. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Joe Johnson. Just thinking of like really clutch players. These guys all had nasty mid-range jump shots, man. All right? When you think of guys who have struggled in the clutch, not that they're not clutch, because I've seen them make a million clutch plays. I've played along James Harden. I've seen him make a million big shots. But he was a 3 and layup guy. You know what I'm saying? It's rare you see those guys. There's only a few that are able to like really shine through and be clutch continually, only having a 3 and layup game. And that's like Steph and Dame, the only two guys that come to mind. Everybody else, KD, all these other guys, Melo, guys who hit shots, mid-range, dog. You know what I mean? That's why even times you've seen LeBron struggle to like, and again, LeBron's hit a million game winners, guys. So I'm not questioning his clutchness or James Harden. These guys are the best of the best. But he has to go to the basket and finish. You know what I mean? Like, when you have that midi, bro, you are very hard to guard, especially when the game's on the line, because you can stop on a dime at any point and just pull this little two. And it's really, it's because it's not a part of our game today. Like, guys don't really know how to guard the midi. You know what I mean? It'd be like Andre Miller playing right now in the NBA. I'm not saying he would be whatever. He was a really talented player, good player, fan of him. But he would be really hard to guard for like 99% of the NBA because you're not used to guarding anybody in the post anymore. Like, we don't have post players. That's why guys struggle with Brunson. They don't know how to guard him. People, we are not trained to guard post anymore. This is in the early 2000s. Like, guys don't even know hand placement and how to, like, they don't know how to do it.